Hello, everyone, to Bridging the Divide, a podcast where we explore the challenges our communities face and the pathways to healing and hope. I'm your host, Vishwam Pant, and as a social worker, my days are spent on the front lines witnessing both the struggles and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. Today, I want to talk about some of the social ills that are unfortunately deeply embedded in our society. It's a heavy topic, I know, but acknowledging these issues is the first crucial step towards addressing them. One of the most pervasive problems I encounter day in and day out is economic inequality. We live in a world of immense wealth, yet we also see alarming rates of poverty. This is not just about statistics, it's about real people struggling to put food on the table, to pay rent, to pay basic healthcare. It's about children going to school hungry and families making impossible choices between medicine and electricity. Economic disparity is not just unfair, it breeds a host of other problems: crime, poor health outcomes, lack of educational opportunities, and a sense of hopelessness that can be incredibly difficult to overcome. The ripple effect is profound, impacting mental health, family stability, and the community's overall well being. As social workers, we see the stress it places on individuals and families, and the systematic barriers that often keep people trapped in cycles of poverty. Closely linked to economic inequality, and perhaps even more insidious in its impact, is discrimination in its many forms, whether it is based on race, religion, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or socioeconomic status. Discrimination erodes human dignity and creates deep divisions within society. We see it in housing, in employment, in the justice system, and even in how people are treated in their deeply interactions. The psychological toll of being constantly undervalued or unfairly targeted is immense. It leads to feelings of isolation, anger, and a profound sense of injustice. Discrimination not only limits individual potential but also impoverishes our collective human experience by denying us the richness that diversity brings. It perpetuates cycles of marginalization and makes it incredibly difficult for individuals from oppressed groups to achieve equity and justice. Another significant social ill we grapple with is the mental health crisis. For too long, mental health has been stigmatized, pushed into the shadows. But the reality is, anxiety, depression, trauma, and other mental health challenges are incredibly common, and they are exacerbated by the stress of modern life, by economic insecurity, and by discrimination. The lack of accessible and affordable mental health care is a huge barrier for many. People are suffering in silence, and tragically, this can lead to devastating consequences, including suicide. We need to create a society where seeking help for mental health is as normalized as seeking help for a physical ailment. We need more resources, more empathy, and a greater understanding of the complex factors that contribute to mental distress. And there's the issue of domestic and intimate partner violence. There is a deeply disturbing problem that often remains hidden behind closed doors. It affects individuals of all ages, genders, and backgrounds. The cycle of violence can be incredibly difficult to break, fueled by power imbalances, control, and often by the victim's financial dependence or fear of further harm. The long term psychological and physical damage inflicted on survivors and often on children who witness this violence is immeasurable. As social workers, we work tirelessly to provide safe havens, support systems, and pathways to justice for survivors. But the prevalence of this issue is a stark reminder of the deep seated societal issues around power, control, and gender equality that still exist. Finally, I want to touch on the erosion of social cohesion and civic engagement. In an increasingly polarized world, we sometimes see a breakdown in community spirit, a decline in empathy, and a retreat into individualistic concerns. This can manifest as apathy towards social problems, a lack of participation in democratic processes, and an increase in isolation. When communities don't come together to address shared challenges, these social ills only deepen. Rebuilding trust, fostering empathy, and encouraging active participation in community life are vital for creating a more just and compassionate society. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and understanding that our well being is interconnected. There are just a few of social ills that we, as social workers, encounter daily. It's a sobering picture, but I want to end on a note of hope. The reason I do this work, the reason so many dedicated individuals commit their lives to social justice is because we believe in the power of change. We see the resilience of individuals, the strength of communities, and the potential for a more equitable and compassionate world. Addressing these issues requires a multifaceted approach: policy changes, increased funding for social programs, education, and perhaps most importantly, a collective shift in our attitudes and values. It requires us to listen, to empathize, and to act. So, as you go about your day, I encourage you to consider how these issues manifest in your own community and what small steps you might take to contribute to a more just and caring society. Every act of kindness, every voice raised for justice, every hand extended in support makes a difference. Thank you for joining me today on Bridging the Divide. Until next time, let's continue to work towards a better future, one bridge at a time.